116523.
That's
beautiful,
right
beautiful.
here.
Yeah, two-tone, black dial. Can you tilt it to the light so we can see? Yeah, and it's got the nice clasp. It's got, this is the one with the new clasp, right? Can you show the back?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the good clasp. That's not the tomato can clasp. You know, the old clasps were like that chimsy clasp.
Exactly. So even this watch here has two different versions. So there's the better upgraded clasp, and there's actually even a newer clasp as well. So this is the year 2000 to 2010 clasp. That's this one here.
Okay, and that watch, the price on this is?
This one here is up for $14,993, and you know, to your viewers and your guys, it would be $250 off.
$250 off. Okay, so let's see. Do we have? And by the way, today only. In other words, this you know, we're gonna have a lot of people who are gonna be watching this probably in a couple of hours. And you close, I think, what, you close at 5 o'clock or something?
Yes, I mean our phones.
Okay.
We have customer service reps, client advisors that are always taking calls till midnight because we have a lot of buyers international.
Oh, wow.
On the West Coast. So the phone can always be answered, and there's always orders being taken at all hours of the day.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I actually didn't know that. Okay, so so a lot of people are probably going to see this video. Like, we got, I don't know, we're going to have like 50 people watching now, but there's probably going to be 800 people are going to see the next few hours, and like, you know, maybe 1,000, you know, a couple of days. But today there's probably going to be about 800 people that are going to see the video. So if they see it today, basically until midnight, if the watch is not sold during the show, if it's not sold during the show, they can call you and they'll say, look, I saw it on Watch Reporter. You got to say you saw it on Watch Reporter, and they'll give you $250 off.
Yep.
And you also get the cloth.
Very limited supply of those.
Exactly. It's a collector's item. The cloth is a collector's item. It actually works amazing. Okay, so any buyers? We got any buyers, or we move on to the next watch? Amazing deal. Look, here's the thing about Daytona. I mean, who's buying this? A lot of women are buying these also, right? A lot of guys. I mean, everybody's, because it's a classic.
It's a very trendy watch. If you go to like South Beach, Miami, you're gonna see males and females wearing this watch. Very trendy.
The black dial. I mean, the black dial is very masculine. The black dial is, I mean, that's really more of a masculine look. But you know, it's like we also have, I think, a gray dial, right? Like a sunburst. We have like a sunburst dial. No, let me see. Hang on. Let's get one
of my personal favorites. The Sundust Oysterflex Daytona, the updated dial. This is the newer dial.
It's a killer watch. You have it there. You have it there to show.
So that's one thing. To bring you back to the original point when we first started talking, 90+% of companies do not have the watches they post on their website in stock. You can call any day, say, I want to see this. We can FaceTime, okay? We can show it to you. We can take it out and show it to you. Other companies, they have to get back to you. They have to get you a quote. They have to go and procure it for you. You're not going to have that problem. You don't want to watch.
And you know what happens? Yeah, and you know what happens half the time? If you call a guy on one of these, you say, I want the watch, he's got to find it, and then like he goes in a WhatsApp group, and all of a sudden everybody's trying to front run the guy, and the prices start going up because they're all trying to get.
I can tell with, you know, with all these different, you know, platforms now, you can tell when you get a call, and then when there's a fishing expedition going on of all the other 10 online companies looking for the same watch. You can tell.
Yeah. No, this is the real deal. Okay, so this watch we got at $41,493. That's the price, and $250 off. $250 off if they buy now. 41 grand basically. Or 41,250. Great price. Let's get into. Hang on a second. Let's go into Blue Diamond. Next one. Okay. Now we got one of my favorites here. We got one of my favorites coming up. We got a PATEK Philippe. At a great price. Oh, it was sold. Shit. Did you sell the annual calendar, the PATEK Philippe, the annual calendar? Did you sell that?
Probably.
Shit. Oh man, it was 30 grand. It was Okay, you had the annual calendar. It was 30 grand on the bracelet. There you go. Okay, so you snooze, you lose. No, really, guys, you snooze, you lose. No kidding. These are the best prices. That watch, 30 grand. You know, PHILIPPE, he said that watch, you know, fair value is in the low 30s, meaning like 32, 33. And they sold it. They sold it already. 30 grand. It's gone. The John Mayer Daytona is next.
Okay.
John Mayer Daytona. Okay. And you got it in stock. This is the real watch.
2 seconds.
And there we go. John Mayer list. You got it listed at 72,993. 72 grand. Now, guys are saying that these are going to the low 60s now. Is that right? Or what? Can you? What's
all the guys that have been emailing me and calling and pounding my phone for the past 9 months, basically trying to buy the watch. You could find them for cheap, but then you're going to get a cheap one, very polished, you know, not the best condition, no papers. So if you want the right specimen of a watch like this that's been discontinued, you have to pay. Don't look for the cheap way out. You know, if you want something like this that's discontinued, you want it to be papered. You want it to be in the right condition. Gold's very soft. You don't want it to be polished 4 times. So you could find them in the mid to low 60s. But if you want the right one, you got to be in the high 60s to low 70s.
And by the way, we got we got real people here. We got members of the channel. We have the Baron JJ. He's one of your big customers at Huntington. You know JJ?
Yes.
We can give him so JJ bought his watches there. We got Baron Sung. Baron Sung bought his Breguet. Okay. He also bought. Oh, he bought the Breguet. That's right. He bought the Breguet. He was showing. Well, we showed on the thing yesterday, guys. They have. It's not me telling you. We have real people in the audience who are telling you that these are the best price. Listen, forget about it. If you're looking for a watch, these guys will have. I guarantee you, probably the lowest price. But here's the thing: if it's not the lowest price, you're going to get a great deal because it's not just the price; it's the condition. It's what you get. You got to compare apples to apples. You got to compare apples.
You will get the lowest price for what you're getting for the quality that you're getting. So if you want the best type of watch for the best price, that's what you're going to get. If you want a less expensive option with a few shortcuts, that's also possible. But like you said, you have to compare apples to apples. So you can't compare a cheap watch with no papers to one that's not polished with all the paperwork. It's not going to be the same, which we can explain to you.
Question here. Who pays for shipping? What's the deal? The prices. Shipping. What's the deal?
Free insured shipping.
Free insured shipping. Okay, so this is.
And what I will do for the guys that are, so typically it's always free shipping. If the buyer wants to return the item, they're responsible for the shipping. But to the viewers over here, we will offer them free return shipping as well if they don't like this watch for any reason that they purchase.
How much time do they have to make it? You know, if they
typically
30 days.
It's 2 weeks for your viewers for today. Of anybody who buys a watch, you will get 30 days. So if you think you're making an impulse decision, we will help you by extending it to 30 days. Okay,
no, seriously, that's no. All kidding aside, that is amazing. I've actually never heard of a 30-day return.
I mean, statistically speaking, every watch that we've ever gotten returned, we sold for more money anyways.
Blue dial. This is tilted a little bit so we see the thing. There we go. We see a little tilted down a little bit so we can see the reflection. Okay, we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up in a moment. But that watch I think is 19, I believe. You have it somewhere around 19 grand if I remember. Great price. This is the modern clasp, right? Show the back. Show us the clasp.
A good way to tell.
Yeah.
I'll give you a quick. So you see that right there, that indentation? That is the newest style clasp, right? Where the other one, let me find it here. There it is. The other one, when you open the clasp, there's a hole in it. See that?
Yeah.
That's a different clasp right there.
Yeah, yes. So that one, the blue dial, we're going to bring that up in a little bit. I just want to give a shout out to Duke Philippe. Duke Philippe has gifted 5 memberships. He's lifting the lowlives, the peasants, into the aristocracy. So thank you to Duke Philippe. He's our
Thank you.
PATEK man. Eddie, there we go. We got the this is the Archie Luxury. That's right, the Archie Luxury Daytona, 19,000, about 19,600. I think this is an unbelievable deal. Blue dial. Eddie, what was the peak? How much was the peak on that watch? This is Daytona here.
27,000 probably.
27,000. Okay, 27,000. And these retail for how much? What was the retail on these?
I'm not even sure. 20,000, I think. Oh, maybe 18,000, I think.
18,000. Okay. So this is crazy, actually. This watch, again, you know, it's
watch has been around for 1 or 2 years. This dial, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So this is interesting. You know, you got to give Archie Luxury credit. Actually, he actually, you know, with the Rolex stuff, he actually picked out interesting like transitional stuff or whatever. And he had this. He had the Submariner, with the rehaut with the no holes. He had both of them. I think he had. The blue dial is stunning in the sunlight. I wish you had better lighting. That watch is amazing. If you're like in Miami, you're in Puerto Rico, whatever. I mean, you got the Bitcoin bros in Puerto Rico. That is a stunning, unbelievable watch. You got the Maserati dial. I mean, it looks like a race dial. I mean, right? Sure, let's bring it up. I mean, it looks like a race dial. It's like the gold markers.
This dial also came on the solid gold one as well.
Yeah, you know what? This is better because this is not as heavy. I mean, it's like, yeah. They used to, yeah. So basically, you're selling the watch for. I mean, you couldn't even get this at retail, but you're selling it right now. And by the way, guys, if you buy it from Rolex, you can't bring it back in a month and say you don't like
it. You can't bring it back in an hour.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, once you leave the Rolex store, once you take the sticker off, you own it. This is the best, incredible deal. So 19,750. And again, if you're like in, I don't know, Texas, there's no sales tax. If you're in, I don't know, wherever, Florida, do you charge sales tax? No, I think only New York State, right? Only New York State.
There's different thresholds you have to meet. So, you know, at the end of the day, we're here to make the client happy. So we can always work something out for you.
Yeah, and if you're in, if you guys are in Europe, if you're like, I don't know, let's say you're in Frankfurt, you're in Paris, you're in London. If you're in London, it would be really smart if you hop on, you get like a cheap flight to JFK. If you take a cab to the place for $20, and you go back, and it'll only cost you like $600. And you're gonna, I mean, you could never get this watch for under probably, how much do you think this sells for in Europe, in London? This watch, the Daytona, this two-tone Daytona.
10% more.
How much?
10% more typically.